What's going on in there, Boo? You want me to open the door? You want me to open the door so you could see? You want to take a look?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Hello? What's going on in here, guys? What's going on in here? Hey, Richard. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Nancy. So it is 10:15 a.m. I think this is probably the latest it's ever been that I've gotten around to the cats in the morning. So I slept in a little bit, and then I've had nothing but phone calls and distractions all morning. I think as we get closer to the holiday season, things are getting crazier and more hectic. So let me tell you what happened in here last night. So it was late, and I wanted to play with the cats, but I also wanted to get some sleep. So what I did was I got ready for bed, and then I lay down here on the day sofa. I took the other towels off. They're actually on the floor behind me. And then I just threw some clean towels on here, and I grabbed some blankets, and I laid down here. And as I was trying to sleep, I was also playing with wand toys, and the cats really enjoyed it. And that probably went on for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I eventually did fall asleep, and then I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were still, you know, playing in the room and wandering around the room. They were having a good time. So what happened was, then I tried to play with the wand toys a little bit more, but they weren't that interested in it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up and go to bed. So then I left this room. Also, every time someone used a litter box, it was like kind of loud, and I couldn't fall back asleep because then they were using litter boxes. So, Sammy, what are you doing? What are you doing in there, Sammy? So right now the other cats are eating their breakfast, and I'm in here to clean up the room, scoop out the litter, and then everyone in here will get breakfast also. So hopefully in about 20-25 minutes, maybe by 10:45, they'll all have their breakfast. So that's what's gonna happen. Also, I should point out, look what they did to the curtains. So there should not be curtains here in the middle. These curtains should probably be over here, so I don't know why they pulled them over there. I just opened the window a little bit to get some air in here, and it's really cold out. It's around, I think it's around 28 degrees right now. Like, it's really cold. Maybe 30 degrees. We had a really, really cold night, so. But this room gets really warm during the day because of the sun, and the cold air actually feels good right now because this room is quite warm. Look at this mess, but the cats had a really good time. I was watching them on the security camera footage, and they really enjoyed themselves. I should also mention that they really enjoyed this cardboard scratcher. They knew exactly what to do with it. I did not put any catnip on it at all. Sammy used it a lot yesterday. Richard used it a lot yesterday, and look, they're chewing the edges. This was money well spent because they definitely used it. They definitely enjoyed it, and you know, it was only $4.50. And there goes Sammy. Every time I put this toy on the day sofa, she has to jump on the day sofa and play with the toy. It was full of cat litter, so I don't know what they're doing with this cat litter. I don't know if they're chasing each other around, like with the cat litter. Last night it was like someone was using the cat litter, I don't know who because the room was dark, and someone else kind of like scared them, and then they went jumping out of the litter, so I think that's what's been happening. It is 10:48 a.m. I'm just about to feed the cats. The room is cleaned. There's still toys on the day sofa, but other than that, the litter has been scooped, the floor has been swept, the carpet has been vacuumed, the water bowl has been refreshed. Be careful, Nancy. And I'm hoping later today, when it gets a little warmer out, I can actually take the litter boxes outside and scrub them. Empty them out and scrub them. That's what I'm hoping. All right, you guys ready for breakfast? For breakfast today, the cats are having homemade raw food with some warmed up homemade chicken broth mixed in and some crunchies on top. Okay, who's eating? Everybody eating? You hungry? Who's hungry? You guys are hungry? How you doing? You hungry? You gonna rub up on my legs? You're so close, Richard. You're so close. Hey, Goldie. Oh, Sammy just rubbed up on me. Hey, Nancy. Nancy is such a petite girl and she has such a deep meow. And Boo's such a thug and he has such a high meow, a high little meow. Oh, Nancy rubbed up on me with her tail. Hey, Ringo. Look at you, Ringo. You're getting brave. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, ready? Ready to eat? Here's Ringo again. He's getting brave. Ringo's getting so brave. Oh, there he goes. Up. Up. What's going on? Who's scaring you? Sammy. I still have to take that shelf out of here. Okay, ready? Okay, let's eat. Let's eat. So there are 2 plates of food and that's only 6 cats. We're missing a tortie. Ziggy, where are you, Ziggy? There she is. Come on out and eat over here. Okay. When they're done, I'll come back in the room. I'll put the toys back on the floor. I have not eaten anything yet. It's now 10 to 11, so I need to eat something. Hello, everybody. So it is 4:35 p.m. Hey, Sammy. And I thought I would come in here, see what the kittens are up to, put a light on for them. It's a bit cold in here because the window's open about 1/2 inch. I might shut that. It's not time to eat yet, although I probably could give them their dinner now and then a snack later. So I've been working all afternoon at my desk and just getting a huge pile of paperwork done and digitizing all kinds of documents. So I still have a ton left to do. I'm just taking a little break right now, so it's probably a good time to give them some food. Hey, Richard, you using the scratcher? Or was that Ringo? Was that Ringo? Yeah, that's Ringo. Ringo was using the scratcher because that's Richard. See, when there's not enough light, it's hard to see who's who other than Sammy. Oh, look, there's a cardinal outside. So earlier today, listen, I gotta shut this window. It's really cold. Okay. So earlier today, I was outside and I put some bird seed out for the birds, and I think the cats have enjoyed looking out the window at it. You watching the birds eat their food? And the squirrels too? How you doing, Sammy? How you doing, Sammy? You hungries? You want dinners? So another thing that I realized last night when I was hanging out in this room and I was like, I'm gonna sleep in here for a while. So like after I fell asleep and when I woke up at 2 a.m., what happened was I realized that the light that I've had on in this room is too bright. Because what happens is when your eyes are adjusted to the darkness, then it really gives off quite a bit of light. So what I did was I shut it off, and from now on at night, I'm just gonna shut it off. I'm not gonna put it on low. So I've had it on low. Like normally I'll put it on high. There's a high, medium, and low setting on that light. High giving off the most amount of light, low giving off the least amount of light. So normally, like right now, I just put it on high. So when the sun starts going down, there's still light in here. And then at night, when I go to bed, I've been putting it on low, thinking it'll just be like a night light. But yeah, it's a bit more light than a night light. So from now on, I am going to just turn it off completely. There's a light outside on the house, which will be more like a night light because it'll give off just a little bit of light into the room. And then of course anytime the motion lights go on outside, they would bring more light into the room, because I'm not going to be shutting curtains because these cats will just wreck them. Right? Right, Sammy? How are you? How's everybody doing? Hey, Nancy. Who do I have here? Nancy, Eva, and Richard. Are you guys hungry? Do you want some dinner? Nancy loves to play, and she loves to eat. Eva, you tired? You look tired, Eva. Richard, are you tired too? Okay, you guys want some food? I mean, they should be tired. They were pretty much up all night. It's 4:45 p.m. and the cats are going to have some of the wellness pate for kittens. This is the chicken pate with some warm water mixed in and some crunchies on top. You guys ready to eat something? Hey, Ziggy. Who are we missing? I got 6. There's Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Ringo, where you going? Ziggy, Eva. Oh, we're missing Goldie. Goldie, come on over here. Come on. Who's eating? Who's eating? You eating? So many squeaky cats. Ringo, you gonna eat something? What's the matter with your eye, Ringo? Got something in your eye? Okay. Richard, you got something on your nose. Okay, everybody, eat your food. All the cats are out and eating. So, over the past few days, I haven't really been able to spend as much time in this room as I would like to. And over the next few days, I think it's going to be the same. Between now and Thanksgiving, so that's like for the next 4 days, things are just super, super, super hectic for me. So I feel bad, but unfortunately that's the way it is. Hopefully once Thanksgiving arrives, then things will calm down a little bit for a little while, and then I'll be able to spend more time with the cats and really start working with them as far as socializing. Also, 2 days before Thanksgiving is when I'm bringing in the stool sample, and the day before Thanksgiving is when I will find out, you know, do they still have worms, or has the worm issue been cleared? One of the things that I wanted to do today was take the litter boxes outside and scrub them down. Unfortunately, the temperature never got below the 30s. Like, it was in the 30s all day. And the water outside in the water bowls was frozen. It had like a layer of ice on it. So I was like, yeah, it's too cold for me to do that. I looked at the weather forecast, and the day before Thanksgiving, it's supposed to be in like the 50s, or at least 50. So I think that would be the day that I take the litter boxes outside and scrub them. Maybe the day before that. You know, the weather forecast can change sometimes, so I'm going to keep an eye on it, but it's looking like I'll probably not do it tomorrow, but like a few days after tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. It's just so much easier for me to bring those outside and scrub them down outside and use a hose than to bring them down to my laundry room where I have like a utility tub and scrub them out in the utility tub. The other option is scrubbing them out in my bathtub, but I don't know, I just don't like doing that. I'd rather use the utility tub, but because these are all really large litter boxes, it's just a little bit difficult to do that. So it's much better for me to just do it outside when there's a reasonably nice day. Anyway, that's what's going on today. The cats are eating. I'm gonna go get the other cats fed, and then I gotta get back to work. It is 10:10 p.m. and I just scooped all of the litter boxes in this room, and what I need to do now is top them up with some fresh litter. And I was just outside taking some garbage out to the garbage can, and like, I'm seeing frost on so many things. Someone's running around in the hallway. I think it might be Boo. And there's a lot of frost outside. So I came in and I checked the temperature outside. It's 32 degrees. So it is just at freezing tonight, and it's gonna get down probably to around 10 below freezing. So These cats are so lucky. Do you guys know how lucky you are? They'd all be outside, freezing cold, and maybe in one of the shelters outside, but maybe not because they weren't using the shelters. And instead, they're in this nice warm room with so many toys, and they've been having a good time. Even though the room's small, you know, the majority of these cats are small, and they're just having a good time. So they're very, very lucky, and hopefully they won't have to go live back outside. Right, guys? It's 7:30 a.m. Look at what's going on. I guess this is part of their morning routine now. They all watch birds and squirrels from the window. This was a few minutes ago. 6 cats by the window, 1 in the cat tower. Every cat in the room watching birds and squirrels. Check this one out. There's 2 cats in the cat tower on this one. See the 2? It looks like little Eva and Sammy. I could be wrong. So now there's 1 on the top, 1 here on the cat tower, and 5 by the window. So they're all together. This was around 5:23 a.m. Watch the cat jump onto the wall shelf. Look how easy that was for them. And they're just sitting up there on the shelf. And it's not Sammy, because Sammy's here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Eva. Good morning, Ziggy and Goldie and Nancy. And where's Ringo? Hey, Sammy. So this morning, the cats have been watching birds from the window. Wow, there's a lot of birds outside right now. I did not put any bird seed out yet. There goes Sammy. She's like, what? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of birds outside. What are they doing? There's a lot of birds. Can you see all the birds on the garage? Where are the birds at? So, oh, there's a fat squirrel, and there's some leftover corn from yesterday, because I put out like a critter mix, as well as birdseed. So they're going after the leftovers. When I put fresh seed out, they'll go after the seed. Look at Ziggy. And there's Nancy. And there's Sammy. They really enjoy watching birds. So the room is not too bad this morning. It's a little stinky because I think someone must have just used the litter. But the air purifier has been working well, and also the window is cracked just a little bit, not much at all. And I checked the security camera footage, and by shutting the light off at night, I do see cats sleeping for at least a few hours. From around 1:30 a.m. to around 4:30 a.m. I saw some cats sleeping up here, sleeping on the cat tower, and sleeping on the day sofa. It wasn't a lot of sleep, but at least I did see some of them sleeping. I think they do the majority of their sleeping during the day. So, but at least that's good. And yeah, so I'm gonna clean up the room, get everyone fed. The other thing that I've noticed over the past few days is that they definitely are drinking water. For a while I was worried that maybe they're not drinking water, but they are, because not only have I seen several of them drink water while I've been in the room, so this tank is empty, and last night, instead of filling up the tank, what I did was I just took a pitcher of water and I filled this bottom part up, and I can see that the water level is much lower than it was before I filled it up. But today I have to clean this out, wash everything, refill it, So this tank is lasting them around 3 or 4 days, which is not bad. And then I just refresh the water every day by dumping out whatever's in the bottom and then letting it refill with the water from the tank. It just makes my life easier. Ideally, I would put another bowl of water in here somewhere. It's just, I honestly don't know where I would put it, that it's not going to get full of litter and also not get knocked over. So that's an issue, but thankfully so far this is really large and it does refill, so that's good. And look what we have here, 5 of the cats. Nancy's so funny, she's the one on the left. Here's all the girls. All the girls are watching the birds. Hey Eva, how you doing? These cats are so happy together. Like, how do you take Eva and Ringo, for example, how do you take the two of them and be like, okay, well, you're never going to see your brothers and sisters again for the rest of your life, so say goodbye to them, and that's it. Or how do you take one of them? Like, how would you take Nancy, for example, and adopt her out to someone, and then she's an only cat and she never sees her brothers and sisters ever again? Like, I honestly think these cats would go through a depression. I don't even know if they'd ever get out of the depression. I mean, cats are resilient and they do bounce back, but they also do have some moods and emotions, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. We're not at that bridge yet. These cats are nowhere near socialized enough to be adopted out anywhere. Because the other issue is, first of all, there would need to be a very rigorous screening process for anyone to adopt out any of these cats. And of course, then there's the issue if someone adopts a cat and then finds out that, well, they're really fearful, or they might hiss, or they might say, well, they're still feral or whatever. If they then surrender them to like an animal shelter around here, if the animal shelter thinks the animal is too feral, there's a potential that they will put the animal down because of the situation around here where everyone is completely overloaded. And, you know, animal control never called me back. I'm still waiting for animal control to get back to me with regards to spaying and neutering and trapping these 7 cats. So, I mean, right now, it's the middle of November. It's been over 2 months since I've been on their waiting list. How long is it going to be, you know? So the shelters are overloaded, the rescues are overloaded, the vets, there's a vet shortage, and after investing so much money in these cats with regards to the spay and the neuter and the food and the supplies and everything, I just don't trust many of the people that might want to adopt them to do the right thing and to not just be like, well, I can't handle this cat, I'm just gonna bring it to a shelter, or even worse yet, I'm just gonna let it outside and not deal with it. The other option is to always just let the cats outside and let them go back to their outside home. The problem is they're very, very happy inside. Even though they do have shelters outside, they're very happy inside, and it's much easier to take care of them inside than it is outside. And obviously they're not going to stay in this room forever. This is just a temporary situation. But there are always all kinds of variables involved, and we always have to think about all of the different variables. It's 5 p.m. I'm just about to bring some food in for the cats, and Boo's acting weird. He's smelling underneath the door. I don't know if the camera's focusing. What are you doing, Boo? You okay? You okay, Boo? What are you smelling? You smell something? Is someone there? Is someone there, Boo? Who's there? Who's there, Boo? Sounds like someone's using a scratcher. What's going on in there, Boo? You want me to open the door? You want me to open the door so you could see? You want to take a look? I'm holding 2 platters of food right now. Okay, who's hungry? You want to eat? We going to eat something? You going to eat something, Nancy? Okay. We all going to eat some food? You guys want some food? I'm trying to get everyone taken care of a little bit early today. I scooped the litter in this room already. Once again, I just would really like to have some time to relax tonight. I feel like I've just been in work and sleep mode, just working ridiculously long hours the past few days, and tonight is the one night of the week that I do actually like to relax and watch TV for a few hours. So I'm hoping to do that tonight, even if I have to bring in my Chromebook and watch TV in here like I did last week. Okay, you guys hungry? Okay, ready? How you doing, Sammy? You hungry? You hungry? Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Okay. Ready, everybody? So they're getting canned food. It's actually 2 different types of canned food. It's the wellness chicken pate for kittens. And then the other is some turkey pate. It's wholehearted turkey pate. Who are we missing? We're missing one of the torties. I think we're missing Goldie. Come on, Goldie. Come on out. So I was just vacuuming, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. Not in this room, but outside of this room. So maybe she's a little freaked out by the vacuum. So I'll leave. I'll let the cats finish eating. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. And I want to get the other cats fed. Obviously, Boo wants to eat too. And I'll be back later. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.